Would you explain why you talk while you're reading the scriptures? On why I have you stand and I read the scriptures, but I make you stand an inordinate amount of time while I talk about it is because someone I deeply admire does that. And so look in your Bibles, and I want to show you, and this will help you understand maybe how I think. Nehemiah chapter 8. It's very interesting how Nehemiah records one of my great heroes. One of my great biblical heroes is Ezra. Ezra is the second most revered figure in Judaism, right after the one that Pat was talking about, Moses. But number two among the Jewish people, and I don't mean the people having, bagels in New York City. I'm talking about Bible studying, Tanakh studying Jews that really are into Bible study. They love Ezra because they realize that Ezra is the father of modern Judaism. I mean, he's the one that started the synagogue. He's the one that created modern biblical Hebrew. He is the one that copied the Bible into readable text, because by the time of Ezra, 500 BC, no Jew could read the Bible, not one, because it was written in such, it would be kind of like us reading a 16th century version of Beowulf. I mean, you wouldn't even, the B's are S's, and it's so confusing, and the words are so different. And so, but here's what Ezra did. I love this. This is Ezra's method. He's reading the law in chapter 8, verse 5. He opened the book in the sight of the people, for he was standing above all the people. When he'd opened it, the people stood up. So they all stand up, and he starts reading distinctly, verse 8, from the book in the law of God, and they gave the sense and helped them to understand the reading. In other words, as he read, he didn't expound a whole sermon on every word. He just helped them understand. Like, I don't know how many times I've said, the angel of the church of this is not an angel as you're talking about. It's a messenger, and most likely it's the pastor. It's just explaining as you go along, because Ezra did. So for the person that asked me that, that's the reason I do it. And after they asked me that, they said, well, could you make it real clear when you're talking, when God's talking? And I said, I sure will. I'll say, look up, or, something like that. And I'm trying to do that. But it's because Ezra, as he read, he knew that some of the people didn't understand the word, maybe they didn't know the Old Testament allusion, and so he just explained it, because not everybody has a study Bible and has looked everything up, and so that's why.